Hello, what's up, and what's happening? Welcome back for yet another Miles Darkest 24/7 production. Now, today it is Throwback Thursday, and we're checking out Madden 05. That man right there, Brett Favre. I would love to see Brett Favre in Madden 25, or not Madden 25, Madden 15 Ultimate Team. That would be dope, because I would love to bring the boomstick to Mr. Favre. But in this one, we got Seahawks, we got Packers, Madden 05, Throwback Thursday. I'm representing those Seahawks, dog, with Sean Alexander, Matt Hasselbeck, with Steve Hutchinson at left guard, Walter Jones at left tackle, one of the beastliest O-lines to ever do it, right? Now, the start of the 2014 season is going to kick off with these two teams going at it. Now, I remember a couple matchups between these teams. Just a couple, because it ain't like these teams been going at it for years and years and years and years. Just a couple, and y'all sure you know where I'm going with it. Number one, a couple years ago, we had the replacement refs, right? Seattle was just coming into its own, right? Russell Wilson was a rookie quarterback then, you know what I mean? And we had the replacement refs, and those refs were doodle, you know what I mean? For the first time in history, we were actually glad to see refs come back to the NFL. So, they do a Hail Mary, right? The game's going back and forth, right? Seattle does a Hail Mary. One, there's like pass interference all over the place. And of course, like the people that run the refs, or like the head ref that be in New York and calling all the plays and telling the refs what to do and giving the refs tests and all that stuff, right? He was like, you can't really call pass interference on the last play of the game, yeah. I'm like, if it's pass interference, call pass interference, right? So first of all, there was pass interference number one on Golden Tate. Like, he was pushing and shoving all types of Packers out of the way, in the way, and all types of over the place, right? All types of over the place. Yes, I just said that. But anyways, Russell Wilson throws the ball up, and it's really like a tie ball, but clearly the Packer defender had more of the ball than Golden Tate did. But of course, the refs, they gave the touchdown to the Seahawks, and Rodgers was butthurt, and the Packers would end up losing. And then a lot of people want to say, you know what, if the Packers would have won that game, they probably would have had a first-round bye or something like that, and they wouldn't have to go on the road and face my Niners in the divisional round of the playoffs, which is true. They would have won that game. That would have been the case. But hey, they had another 15 games that they could have won, so stop being butthurt, Cheesehead fans. I'm just saying. Don't be mad at me. I'm just saying how I feel. But anyways, man, game number 2, and probably one of the most memorable playoff games ever. The divisional round, I believe, was 2002, 2003. Don't quote me, but it's around one of those times. Right now, this game was going back and forth. Love playoff football because you get to watch teams that you don't normally get to sit down and watch the whole game of. But man, Packers, Seahawks in Lambeau, is cold. Everybody's bundled up. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of snow. Like this snowflakes falling down. It wasn't real snow, nothing like that. You know what I mean? You couldn't really even notice until the camera like zoomed in and stuff like that. But anyways, right? The Seahawks, they're going back and forth with the Packers, right? But what made this game so interesting? Mike Holmgren, right? Legendary coach for the Green Bay Packers, right? He brought the Packers their first championship, the first Super Bowl since Vince Lombardi. It's been a long time, right? It was like over 30-something years between Super Bowls for the Packers, right? And then the next year after that, after Mike Holmgren led the Packers to a Super Bowl victory over the New England Patriots, they did it again. Well, they didn't do it again. They went to the Super Bowl. They lost to Terrell Davis and John Elway in those Denver Broncos. But hey, got them to back-to-back Super Bowls, got one Super Bowl trophy. You know, he's a freaking legend in Green Bay, right? Freaking, he's the man. Or at least he was the man until he went to Seattle. So he goes to Seattle, right? Because Seattle's going to give him full control. You know, a lot of coaches, they want to be the GM and the coach. They want to cook the food and buy their own groceries, all that good stuff, right? Now, Green Bay wasn't going to let him do that, so he packed his bags, goes to Seattle, right? Okay. So he also brings ex-Green Bay Packer backup quarterback Matt Hasselbeck. So now you have two faces that move from Green Bay that go to Seattle, and now they're playing in the playoff game, right? So the storylines are endless. Storylines is endless, right? But that's not the best part. The best part is the fact that the game was so close, that these two teams knew each other so well, because again, not much has changed in Green Bay since Mike Holmgren left at that time. So a lot of people kind of figured out Seattle's offense because, hey, Mike Holmgren was the coach of Green Bay for so long. right? So this game is so close that the game actually goes into overtime. And in overtime, they have the coin flip, right? Coin toss, right? So the ref is like, call in the air, right? And Matt Hasselbeck and the Seahawks won the toss. And my man Hasselbeck says, we want the ball and we're going to score, right? And the whole stadium could hear it. The whole stadium heard what this bald-headed, big-head dude said, right? And the crowd is like, they wasn't like booing, but you could just hear like the rumblings in the crowd and stuff like that, right? That's not the best part, though. The best part is the fact that Seattle got the ball first, and the man who said that we can go down and score cost Seattle the game. Now, it wasn't a bot snap. It wasn't like, just, an incompletion here, and Green Bay ended up getting the ball back, and they went down and they scored a field goal and game was over. No. Matt Hasselbeck, on their first possession of overtime, had the ball, drops back the pass. I believe it was like an out route or a comeback route. He throws it to the left side. The cornerback of the Green Bay Packers, I believe it was Al Harris at the time, and he stepped in front of that pass so quick and took that thing to the house for a pick six, and the game was over so fast. I was dying laughing. I was rolling because this dude was so cocky, and that's why I love sports, man. Because you have a lot of people that go out there and be like, you know what, we're gonna get this done. We're the best team out here. We're going to get this done. It's like LeBron James and the Heat back in 2011. Yeah, y'all the top dogs, and then y'all get beat by the Mavs. Who saw that really coming? I know a lot of people in this country were pulling for the Mavs to beat them because, they came in talking about we're going to win not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. You know what I mean? Like, they did all that stuff, and then you end up losing. That's what makes sports so good. That's why people love rooting for the underdog. And then, of course, when you have people saying, oh, you can't do it. Like with the Mavs, again. Like, oh, how you going to beat, or maybe the Ravens. Like, everybody, a lot of people were picking the Niners in that Super Bowl. Of course, I'm a Niner fan. But the Ravens ended up beating the Niners. Not too many people picked them. Of course, you had the whole, emotional ride that they was on with Ray Lewis, and he's a fantastic leader and all that stuff. But who really saw that coming? Like, to me, that is the best thing about sports, is the underdog coming on top, or you proving somebody wrong, or you're shutting that big-headed person up. You know what I mean? Talking about how, oh, I'm just the best, yada, yada. You ain't better than me, fool. But anyway, this game is coming to a wrap. We're still in the third quarter right here, but we're up 14-6. Right there, I tried to do a hit stick. It didn't work. So now they can get the ball to Ahman Green. Remember that dude from Nebraska? Ahman Green was a beast back in the day, but then, he's one of the reasons why people don't like paying running backs, because he got paid and he sucked. He went to Houston, got like a $30 million contract, and sucked. So did Sean Alexander, as we get an interception right there with Hamlin. But so did Sean Alexander. Sean Alexander was begging for a contract from the Seahawks, and he deserved it. He was a beast. But in Seattle, again, like I said, on the left side, they had Walter Jones, right? Hall of Famer. They had Steve Hutchinson, all-pro left guard. You know what I mean? Both those guys are in Madden Ultimate Team, so that should tell you something when they put an O-lineman in the Madden Ultimate Team, right? That means those guys were beasts. So it's like, is it really Sean Alexander, or is it that O-line that he's running behind? Is it the fact that they can't put 8 in the box because Matt Hasselbeck back then was a very, very good quarterback, maybe a top 3 quarterback in the maybe not in the league, but at least top 3 in his own division, his own conference, the NFC, right? So anyways, man, they get the ball back. Brett Favre, he's dropping back the pass. He can find Donald Driver, and now the Green Bay Packers are moving the ball down the field. But again, like, the reason why the running back position is being devalued is because the O-line is more important than the running back, because the O-line is going to do a lot more than one running back can do. You know what I mean? There's not too many Adrian Petersons. Jamal Charles, he's a special case too. I'm LaShawn McCoy, but LaShawn McCoy might see less touches because now the Eagles have Darren Sproles. You know what I mean? And Ben Tate actually said to, I believe it was Monday morning quarterback.com, little Peter King site, that he wishes that he would have played safety because he didn't think that the running back position would be so devalued. But there's not too many Emmitt Smiths or Barry Sanders or Walter Paytons in the league today. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It ain't my problem. I'm a gamer. I sub these people out whenever I feel like subbing them out. I don't care about the running back position, even though I love to run the ball. But anyways, he drops back the pass with Brett Favre, and Brett Favre throws that pass nowhere. So this is their last chance on 4th down, and we get that interception with Taylor, and he's going to take it to like about the 50 and then run out of gas and get caught by Amon Green, and that's going to wrap this bad boy up. So we walk up out of here 14-6 with the W in Green Bay over those Green Bay Packers. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed Throwback Thursday. I hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day, and I'm going to see y'all later. Peace. Hot sauce.